I'm like, I might have did a thing or two. I might have did a thing in here, and I love it. Hi, ladies. Welcome back to Mamas at Home, where we discuss all things related to being a mother in the home. My name is Tia Lorraine, and today we are going to be discussing a topic that I think is critical when it comes to being a mother and a woman in the home, and that is better ways to cultivate a more peaceful home. This is something that I have been focusing on more and trying to be more intentional about because I truly believe that the home is the foundation of the family. And if your home is chaotic, everybody's lives are going to be chaotic. Um, for a very long time, it's something that I have struggled with. I have four littles, and it gets crazy in here sometimes. And I felt like I was losing my grip on things, and I didn't know how to go about making it better, how to put everyone at ease, how to have our home be more peaceful. But it's something that I have been working on, and I came up with some helpful tips that I have started implementing in our home, and I'm noticing a really big difference. So I thought I would share with all of you guys. For usual, I have my notes here because I cannot survive without writing things down. I actually went through and re-edited my list because I noticed there was something that I had started doing that I didn't actually have here. And I bumped it to number one because I realized how important it is. So number one is going to be start your day with you. Something that I noticed that can absolutely change the dynamic of your home is that you start your day with you. I noticed when I would wake up at the same time as my children, my day would be hectic from the time I opened my eyes to the time I went to bed. I was unorganized, I was irritated, I was flustered because I did not take enough time in the early stages of my day to focus, kind of get my head right, plan my day out, whatever the case may be. I noticed that I would feel rushed a lot of the time, like I was always rushing to do something, but I wasn't getting anything done. So what I started doing is one, I started waking up earlier. I am naturally a night owl. I kid you not, as of now, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I know, I'm a work in progress, one day at a time. But I started getting up earlier. So normally during the week, as of lately, I've been getting up, trying to get up between like 5:30 and 6:30. I'm not going to pretend like I'm successful every day, but more than not out of that week, I am getting up earlier. And that gives me time to either read my Bible, to write, to pray, or just sit in silence, doing nothing and just thinking. As of recently, somebody has been teaching me the importance of just thinking, to kind of take an inventory on where you are, thinking things through in your life. And it's been helping me. And that's something I've been implementing first thing in the morning because the kids don't get up for a little while. So I have that time to myself to kind of set the tone for my own mental state. Whereas mom, 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 mom. And there's something I got to work. There's always something to do. I need that time in the morning. And then I also take that time at night. Like right now, I am filming. It is late. Kids are asleep. It's just me. I can focus. It's silent. This is when I do my best work. So take some time for yourself. Start your day with you. Whatever it is that you like to do, I highly recommend reading your scriptures first thing in the morning. But that's what works for me. Do what works for you. But start your day with you and watch how much better you feel. Number two, slow down. Slow down. In modern times, we are in such a rushed state of living that rarely do we stop and take a beat. How am I feeling right now? Am I okay? Am I rushing because I have somewhere to be, or am I rushing just because I feel rushed? As someone who struggles with anxiety a bit, it's easy for me to start feeling overstimulated. And then all day, it's like, rush, 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 rush. And I noticed I would be rushing through the house and I'd have to stop and be like, wait, where are you even going? You have nowhere to be right now. Why are you rushing? And I noticed because I'm more aware of my anxiety, I'm able to stop and be like, okay, wait, your heart is racing. we need to slow it down. Some mornings I will wake up first thing in the morning and my heart is racing and there's no reason as to why. So I will sit, be like, look, we're already feeling anxious. Let's take some deep breaths. Let's get regulated. Let's slow down. What is it that you need to do? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. But if I'm constantly moving and going, I cannot focus that way. I can't function that way. Sometimes you need to slow down. Ask yourself, do I really need to be here right now? Do I need to be on my phone right now? And ask yourself, how often do you actually sit with yourself in silence? Because silence is important. I've also been learning some ways to lower my cortisol levels, cortisol being the stress hormone, how to lower those levels. There's something called somatic stretches that is very helpful. I have doubled up on my ashwagandha. I'm taking my magnesium and other vitamins that I've learned. Stress tends to deplete, like vitamin B, vitamin D. These are things that I am prioritizing getting into my daily regimen so that I'm able to be a little bit more balanced, so that I can remember more, so that I can focus a little better, because I'm aware that it is an issue. So it also might help you if you are someone like me who's very high strung. Slow down. Slow down. You have to slow down. Number 3, one of my favorites, declutter. Declutter your home. Decluttering has been scientifically proven to improve your mood, improve your focus, promote better concentration, better sleep, relieves anxiety, it helps to ease your mind. And to be honest, it makes you want to be home more often. I've noticed when my space is clean and it's clear and I don't have anything extra building up in the house, I want to be here. I feel better. I can think better. And it's just all around a lot more better for my mental health, the mental health of the kids. Now, how to declutter. Now, you don't have to be as dramatic as I was with this. The way I do it, and I'm just telling you what I'm doing, not telling you what to do. My thing is, if I did not need it, get rid of it. I can't tell you how many drawers, how many things in the closets, just how many things in the cabinets, dishes we didn't use, just things that did not need to be here, that was taking up mental space that I didn't even realize was being taken up. So I started getting rid of everything. If it wasn't dishes that we use on a regular basis, it had to go. I kept like all the things that I would use in the kitchen. Like even if I haven't baked in a while, I still wasn't getting rid of my baking stuff. But things outside of that, I had like 20 mugs. I got one mouth. I did not need 20 mugs. They were just piling up in my cabinets. I had plates I did not use. We had a ridiculous amount of forks and spoons. It was too much of everything. And I felt like it was everywhere. So I went a drawer at a time, cabinet at a time, closet at a time. And if I did not need it, I got rid of it. I got rid of so much stuff. I was like, well, wait, did I maybe do too much? I didn't, because all of that stuff I don't even miss it now. But the amount of weight that it took off of me, honestly, it was worth it. And I would absolutely do it again. So take a look around your space, go through your drawers, ask yourself, at this point, am I just collecting things? Do I need this? Now, I mean, if I'm being a little honest, I might have took mine overboard. Like, I threw my bed away. I threw a couch away. I threw away some stuff. Now, I had very personal reasons as to why. Some people would probably think that I was crazy, but I got rid of anything I felt carried extra weight and or baggage. And if I felt that way, it absolutely had to go, which required me to be a little uncomfortable for a little while. But looking back, 150% would recommend it, and I would absolutely do it again without question. And make your children do it too. Sometimes they be holding on to things, or maybe they don't even realize that they have something that doesn't need to be there. I think decluttering is good for everybody. So yeah, I would highly recommend that one. 4, if you have children, implement quiet time. Quiet time. Children need to know that it is okay to be quiet. They need to know that silence is okay. They need to get used to being able to sit in silence, how to sit with themselves, how to sit with their own thoughts, because then they don't become adults who cannot be alone, who cannot sit in silence, who don't know how to sit and regulate their thoughts or their emotions. Quiet time is good for everybody. Just like I was talking about waking up first thing in the morning and processing my thoughts, children need to be able to do that too. Sometimes I will tell everybody, listen, we're going to have quiet time. We're just going to sit here. We're going to sit in each other's presence. We're not going to say anything. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to sit. And at first, it's uncomfortable for them. But after so long, they like it. Like my oldest likes for me to play like calming music or sleeping music so we can kind of sit. Sometimes we'll close our eyes, we'll just relax. Quiet time is necessary for everybody. And you'll be surprised how much it will help you to just hear nothing sometimes. So implement quiet time. It will do your house wonders. Number 5, create a schedule. I have been fighting against creating a schedule for a very long time. I don't know why. Something about it just was not, it wasn't vibing with me. And I suffered the consequences of that because if I don't write things down, mayhem, madness and mayhem. It's insanity in my head. So I decided to take advice of the 3 people who are closest to me who all told me to do the same thing. And I stopped kicking and screaming when it came to creating a schedule. And I made one. On Sundays, I plan out my whole week. I write down everything I want to accomplish in that week. And then I'll also schedule my Monday. And then typically in the evening, I will write out the things I need to do for the next day and I will group it. So my work block is first. And then I'll have my personal block, my Kindle company block, my blog block, and then like a kids block, and then my finance block, to where I'll know what it is I need to get done in those areas for that day. And then I do the exact same thing for the week. And I also plan out what we're going to eat that week because on any given day, it'll be like 3 p.m. And I'm like, wait, what are we going to eat? And then I'm panicked because I wasn't prepared. But now on Sundays, I know what we're going to eat that week. So I know if I need to go to the store, etc. You know, it was great advice. And I probably should have listened a long time ago, but you know, we live and we learn, right? What works for me and how I do it may not work for you. It's really on a case by case basis as to the things you have going on and the things that you need to do. But I would highly recommend it if you always feel like you're disorganized and you don't know what's going on or you don't feel like you're getting anything done. Schedule it out. Number 6, choose your battles. Every battle is not your own. You do not have to be the soldier in every fight. Know what requires your attention and what does not, even when it comes to the children. Again, I have 4 littles. They're all pretty close in age. The fighting is going to happen regardless. It's going to happen regardless. And I refuse to get emotionally invested in every argument and fight that takes place. I can gauge it by listening, which ones I'll allow them to work out on their own, which ones I need to get involved in. What I'm not going to do is get involved in every little thing because it would drive me insane. That also goes with the things in your personal life, whether it's family, whether it's your spouse. Choose your battles. A lot of times as women, we go trying to fight battles that don't even need to be fought. We tend to sometimes make mountains out of molehills where it's not necessary, causing friction and or issues in our home that do not need to be there. Know when to be at peace, know when to leave things alone, know when to be quiet, know when to choose your battles. Your home will run a lot more smoothly that way. We're not about to fight over somebody not picking up a sock. Like some things, it's not necessary. And a lot of times we can be the thief to the peace in our home. So choose your battles. Number 7, which can be a little harder in the wintertime if you are in the northern states, let some light in. When I wake up now, it's a requirement my curtains get opened and my blinds get opened. Even though we're heading into winter, and the sky is just not giving what it gives in the summer, I still need to let some light into my house. No closed, nothing, because I feel better when you're letting in some light. You'll feel better when you're letting in some light. Don't allow your space to, unless you are absolutely comfortable with that and that's what you like. Love that for you. Me, no. I'm opening blinds. I'm opening curtains. I need light to be brought into my home. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel more awake. And if I'm awake, home is running smoother. So let some light into your home. Number 8, and I spoke about this in a previous video, which is quality time. I have noticed, because for a little while I had a lot going on, so I wasn't spending as much quality time with my littles as I should have. And I cut that out quickly. And I started prioritizing sitting, spending time with them, getting back to our movie nights, getting back to our conversations, or whatever the case may be. And everybody feels better. I feel better. They feel better because we have that time as a family, and nobody's frustrated. Nobody's feeling like they're not being heard. We flow a lot better now that I'm prioritizing getting that quality time in, listening to them, answering all 7,892 of their questions. But everybody's smiling and everybody's happier, and we all feel better. And I feel so much better. And I didn't realize that because of certain things I was going through, that I would be in my room more, my door would be closed more, which was actually making it worse rather than coming into our living space, our living room, having everybody come in with their blankets and their pillows and just chilling with my littles, how much better I felt. Because at the end of the day, if you guys don't have anybody else, you have each other. And sometimes we can allow outside influences or work or the stresses of being an adult or issues, relationship issues, whatever the case may be, we can allow that to cloud, um, to kind of trickle in and come before making sure you're spending that time with your family and with your children. And when you are having that time together and you're creating that harmonious environment, your home is automatically going to be more peaceful. Number 9, get control of your house. Not telling nobody how to raise their kids or what to do in their houses, but I will say this. Children need structure. They need order. They need discipline. There is no way around it. Okay? If you are letting your children run amok, swing from the ceiling fans, and be all over the place, that's your business. But when you are overwhelmed because you can't think, because you can't get a moment of peace in your own home, that's a problem. And one thing I have told my children, and I'm very serious about it, is a boundary for me. I've told them this multiple times. If I don't have anything else, I'm going to have peace inside of my home. It's non-negotiable. So for a little while, maybe a little longer than normal, I did not have any control. I felt like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get everybody in control. I didn't know how to get everybody in order. And with a little help from my parents, we fixed that real quick. And I got my wits about myself and I put my foot down. Because at the end of the day, in order for this home to run smoothly, in order for them to have what they need, I need to be able to have control of my house. And when children have structure, your home is automatically going to be more peaceful anyway. So I implemented chores. I delegated certain house chores. Because for so long I was like stressed, like I gotta clean this, I gotta clean this, oh, I gotta do this and this and this. And I remember having a conversation with my mom once, and she's like, you have children in that house who are more than capable of pitching in and carrying their weight. You need to start giving them chores. And for whatever reason, it didn't occur to me that as a child, I had chores. I knew how to clean bathrooms. I knew how to clean my room. I knew how to vacuum. Like, I knew how to help keep house to contribute to a home that I lived in. But somewhere between childhood and becoming a parent myself, I forgot that. So yeah, I began to whip certain things into shape. So now, they pitch in a lot more. My children now, they know how to clean their own rooms. I taught them how to hang up their clothes. Folding, we're gonna need quite a bit of work on the folding part. So I do the washing, the drying, and the folding. They know how to get their clothes, hang them up, or put them in their drawers. I taught my oldest two how to help clean the bathrooms. They help me clean the kitchen, and of course they're children, so there's only so much they can do. And then I come in and I do the deep cleaning and I do what I need to do behind them. But knowing that everything is not on me to figure out how to do, it has made a world of a difference. And we see in the Bible where it says, train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they're old, they won't depart from it. How are they supposed to know how to do things? How do they know how to keep home? How do they know how to clean, to take care of themselves if they are not learning it as children? So the way I explained it to them is, this is your home as it is mine. You, one, should want to contribute to the well-being of your home because you live here. And also, you need to know how to do these things when you grow. As you go through life, you need to know how to hang up your clothes. You need to know how to clean a bathroom, how to vacuum a floor. These are things you need to know. And there's no reason why you can't start now. I feel like in the West, in America specifically, we have this view of children as if they are like 100% helpless, like because they're just so young and they don't know how to do anything. And honestly, I feel like that's more programming than anything. I actually watched a video on that some time ago, how we're just programmed to see children this way, and it's really for marketing. Because the longer we feel like they can't do anything, like they're just helpless, the longer we buy them toys. And like, it's connected, different conversation for a different day. But I noticed that in a lot of other countries, and even 50 years ago, children were capable of a lot more than they're capable of now. And honestly, I think that's hurting them more than it's helping them. So children need structure. Delegate. If it's something you feel like they can do, there's nothing wrong with teaching them how to do it now. And not only does it help you, it helps them. The home runs smoother. They understand your expectations and your boundaries. As mothers, we also need to set boundaries when it comes to our children. I will let my children know, listen, mommy is overstimulated. You have to give me a few. I need a minute to wind down, go do something quietly. I will let you know when you can get up and do A, B, C, D. Naturally, they're still children. So sometimes they don't listen. Sometimes they don't listen. Sometimes they don't do what they're supposed to do. We don't always do what we're supposed to do. Some things are to be expected. But when it comes to having order and structure, I'm not going to bend on that, because as an adult, you need order and structure. That's just the way life works. So that needs to start as children. So if you feel like you've lost it, or you don't know how to get them to listen to you, or you don't know how to kind of whip everything into shape and bring your home into a place where it flows better, that's something that you need to definitely revisit and figure out. And it's different. Different parents have different disciplinary styles. We have different ways of setting rules. Regardless of your way, rules need to be set and they need to be adhered to, and you need to be respected as the parent, period. Number 10, and probably the most, I'm not even going to say probably, the most important one on this list, which is why I saved it for last, is pray over your home. I have underestimated the power of prayer. I know. I'm not happy about it, but it's the truth. The importance of praying over my home, praying over my children, whether it be our safety, our protection, our mental states, just praying over having a peaceful home. Do not underestimate the difference that being a praying mother, woman, wife in your home can make to your home. Sometimes I will put my hands on the walls and pray over my house, whether it's first thing in the morning or at night or throughout the day. You need to be praying over your home because we are up against a lot. We just are. Our children are up against a lot, and we need that protection from the Father, and that help, because being a mother or homemaker or wife is not an easy job. This ain't easy business. And it can be a lot. And sometimes, or all the time, we need divine help in order to do all the things that we set out to do on a regular basis. So pray over your home. I actually plan on doing a separate video solely about the importance of praying over your home because it's something I really would like to go much deeper into. So definitely be on the lookout for that one. But pray over your home, pray over your children. Sometimes I will pray over my babies in their sleep because they need it, or I just pray over me. Everything in here getting prayed for. Okay, we all need prayer, so pray over your home. And I put a bonus in here because this is something that I am getting more comfortable with, something I have come to love, which is setting the mood in your home. Make your home look and feel homey. I have really gotten into, and I'm actually getting better at decorating my home. This is just I love this piece up here and these pretty accent pillows that my mama gave me. But I have really begun to get a thing for natural colors and then like pops of color. And just putting a little greenery in the home or shelves, candles, music, whatever sets the mood in your home. You don't just want it to be a house. I don't just want a house. I want to walk in here and I feel like I'm at home. It smells like home. It looks like a home. Get you some decor when you can. It doesn't have to be expensive. Light you some candles, play you some calming music or praise and worship music or something. I am not opposed to Afro beats. I will Afro beat myself off through this house because that brings me joy. I've gotten into designs. Get on Pinterest if you know you don't really feel like I don't know how to decorate my home, or I don't know how to do any interior decor, or I don't know what look I'm going for. I lately have been going for a more natural or more like a bohemian look, which I might show you guys at some point. But when I walk in here and I look around, I'm like, I might have did a thing or two. I might have did a thing in here, and I love it. I love it, and it makes me want to be home, and it makes me want to look at it, and it makes me want to add more to it. Target, I will be seeing you real shortly. I'll be seeing you soon because I have some ideas for my upstairs. But when it comes to having a peaceful home, I would definitely say making it feel like home. As women, we have a way of adding that touch, a little je ne sais quoi to the home that makes it feel like something. We fill it up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ladies, y'all get it. But yeah, make your houses feel like home. And like I said, if you don't know how, get inspiration. Pinterest is amazing for home inspiration and all the different things you can do depending on your style, whether you're a more, white, you like the white, the light colors, or if you're like me, you like deep colors, or you're retro or modern, or whatever is your thing. There's something out there for everybody. And you can also do it on a budget. So yeah, make your house feel like home. Your family will thank you for it. I actually wrote a whole blog post on this on my blog, mamasathome.com, which I will also put in the description. I believe I have like 17 different tips on there. And yeah, that is going to be it for me. I hope that these tips were helpful to you. If you have any tips or anything that you do to help cultivate a peaceful home, I would love to hear about them down below. I look forward to talking to you ladies soon on the next video, and you all have an amazing day. Bye-bye.